Now, in 2008, Woolworths proudly launched their Fishing for the Future program, a fantastic program, a program committed to the restoring of marine ecosystems and sustainable seafood. And with this initiative, they ensure that all of their seafood is responsibly sourced for better food choices, thriving communities and healthy oceans. And this morning, joining us to tell us more about their journey to a more sustainable marine ecosystem is Rahim Hussain. Rahim, lovely to have you on the couch this morning, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so it's World Tuna Day today.
Yeah, what a pleasure it is to be here to celebrate this day with your viewers.
Yeah, look, tell us a bit more about the Fishing for the Future program and how does it really go about helping promote seafood sustainability?
In 2008, we launched the Fishing for the Future program and extended our focus beyond, the sustainability credentials that were in place. We looked to expand our transparency, our traceability, and positive social impact. And we were one of the first retailers on the African continent to launch Poland line caught tuna, as well as our ASC certified wild caught and farmed seafood. Now, it really speaks to the lens we go through to lead the industry to bring about positive change. And the Fishing for the Future program is really anchored in three key focuses. The first being the guidelines, the frameworks, the procurement policies, and how we ensure in the lens we go to make sure we've got only sustainable seafood on our counters. It is about our obsession with quality and making sure we conduct extensive testing, DNA testing, histamine testing and other tests to ensure that we bring the best quality seafood to our customers. The second focus for our business is around proactive transparency. Now, proactive transparency, simply put, speaks to the fact that we are able to determine from source to plate the actual vessel that caught your tuna. So this really prevents illegal fishing, unethical sourcing. And lastly, the third focus as part of the program is really about responsible consumption. Now, this is the most important part for me. It's about those consumers making better choices, more informed choices. And an understanding when you buy Woolies tuna or Woolies seafood, for that matter, that you're having positive environmental impact, positive social impact. And the fact that future generations to come will enjoy what we have today.
The Fishing for the Future program, it is but one leg of Woolworths' sustainable and good business journey. How does this play into the rest of those social commitments from Woolworths' side?
Yeah, our vision is to become one of the world's most responsible retailers. That is a vision of what we put out there. The Good Business Journey program really is anchored across our business. It is, pervasive in every facet of it. And when we look at the Good Business Journey, it takes people, it takes community, and it takes planet at the heart of what we do. It's more than just a program for us. Yeah. And Fishing for the Future is just one plug-in, as you called out, into the Good Business Journey. There's Farming for the Future, our plastic initiatives, and a host of activity that the business undertakes and leads as Africa's or the world's leading retailer.
Yeah. No, look, I've been to some of the farms, especially there in the Hex River Valley as well, and I've firsthand seen the impact of a good business journey and how a farmer goes about, and the measures put in place. And I think it's fantastic what you guys are doing. Pole and line caught. What exactly does that mean for us oaks that are not, into the fishing jargon? What does it mean and why is this the sustainable way? Because I can imagine bycatches plays into that.
Absolutely. So let's demystify some of those terms. So the most pervasive catch method and the most widely used is perseining. So perseining is about nets. So quite destructive and really talks to, bycatch. Now, what is bycatch? Simply explained, it's, dolphins, turtles, sharks that get caught up in this catch method and then are discarded. So that impact on marine life. Now, the other catch method is trawling. Trawling is similar, the use of nets. It's anchored down to the ocean bed, really disruptive to the ecosystems, the marine ecosystems, our coral reefs. Pole and line catch method, is an age-old tradition practiced for generations and generations, passed down from one generation to another. And it simply put is one hook, one line, catching one fish at a time. In the Maldives, where our tuna comes from, 100% is the only catch method used to procure tuna in the region. Now, I've had the privilege of going to the Maldives and being on one of these vessels they'll call the Doni. And on this Doni, you go out for 1 or 2 days to fish. It consists of roughly 20 to 25 fishermen, and once they spot a school of fish or tuna, they chum the waters and they use live bait to create sort of a feeding frenzy. And once this frenzy begins, I think the fun begins. You watch them, haul out this tuna one at a time, and it's an absolute sight, an amazing sight to watch.
But again,
the skill that's involved, they make it look really simple. It isn't. I've tried it, and it isn't as simple as it looks.
No, look, I mean, we're talking tuna. It's a monster fish, you know what I'm saying? But it's not only about local, you're also reaching out internationally. The International Pole and Line Foundation, there's a relationship there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It extends beyond. When we look at the International Pole and Line Foundation, we look at what they advocate as an NGO. They are spearheading the advocacy for small-scale fisheries, these communities that are solely dependent on the catch of seafood. And one-by-one fisheries. Their approach is quite holistic. It focuses on social, economic, environmental, ecological. But it doesn't stop there. They have the opportunity to influence policymakers, to engage with governments, with coastal states. And our partnership extends more than just procuring tuna. It is about this deep knowledge, this inherent knowledge that we are making a difference. We are making a difference to our oceans, we're making a difference to the communities, and the knowledge that we have a collective aim to bring about this balance with nature that we look for. Many of these vessels are family-owned, they're community-owned, so this is the primary source of income. And when you look at these fish being caught, it's the understanding that when it goes into processing, that industry is predominantly dominated by women.
Yeah.
And the role they play within this industry as a second source of income, protecting the livelihoods of these small-scale fisheries and communities. So such an important role that we have to play as a responsible retailer in leading the charge and leading the change.
Raheem, thank you very much. And it just puts it once again into perspective. Yes, Woolworths and you are driving this massive change, but at the end of the day, it is also a collective effort, and it really also comes down to the consumer to flip that switch and really look at the balance of nature, like you've put it.
So you've summed it up beautifully.
And I'm sure now you can better understand that each can of tuna tells a tale of responsible sourcing, which ensures healthy oceans for future generations, a tale of protecting endangered species like dolphins and turtles, and a tale of empowering coastal communities, and a tale of absolute quality. So choose with tomorrow in mind and shop responsibly sourced tuna from Woolworths. It's available in store, online, and on the app.